We're getting there. Okay. So I don't have the key in front of me, so I'll just do this like that. So Fiona lives in Winnipeg, visited Calgary, drove this distance, used this much fuel. You kind of know it's fuel economy, right? If you read that. Calculate Fiona's average fuel economy for this trip. So here you would just go 153.54 divided by 1335.1 times 100. And you get, you just gotta verify with me, right? Hopefully I don't get this wrong. Times 100, 11.5. You can go like this if you want. It doesn't hurt. In this case, 1 decimal is okay because it's not money. So it's up to you. I kind of just stick with 2 decimals so I don't forget. So you get 2 marks there. 1 mark for setup, 1 mark for correct answer with the units and all that. B. Fiona is planning a trip from Calgary. So you're in Calgary and you're going to Vancouver. And the distance between the cities is this. Determine how many liters of fuel she'll require to make that trip. We are assuming that we're keeping the same fuel economy, right? That is the assumption here. So we're going to use that, whatever you got, and we're going to use that distance, which we need to have at least a distance to figure out how many liters we're going to need. You get a mark for that setup. If you get this wrong, but you're using that here, you will not lose marks on this part, okay? So then you just go 11.5 times 972.6 divided by 100. Uh, 111.85. Is that correct? Can you go 849? Yes. It's not dollars. So if you're too scared rounding, because rounding is a scary thing, then you just go like that because it's not money. Okay, but it would be 8.5 if you rounded it to 2. All right, another mark for that answer. Next, you have if fuel costs $1.25 per liter, calculate the cost of the fuel from Winnipeg to Vancouver. So making the trip all the way from Winnipeg to Calgary and then Vancouver, right? You're going all the way. So you want to figure out, you already know how many liters, right? 153.54 for the first stretch. And you just figured out how much you would need for the second stretch. You're probably all rounded to 2 decimals, so I'll do the same. And the answer is either answer you would have received full marks, whether you use the 3 decimals or 2. So you need 265.39 liters. Bless you. I'm going to make this 1 already, if you get that right. And now the cost. We're going to go 265.39. Obviously, this will depend on what you got in the previous 2 sections. So I'll just multiply that by 1.25. Oops. Now it's not going to do it probably. I got this. Is that what it is? Probably not. Yeah, that's what this calculator is. That what it is? Okay. 331.74. Now you must round to 2 decimals. No choice. And you have a dollar sign in front of it. You get another mark for that. So we're going to make this part C worth 2 marks, all right? Which is going to affect our total. It's going to be out of 10. Yeah.
I added the distance instead of liters. Can I still get full marks?
Can I still get full marks? You added the distances and you multiplied the distances by the price of fuel?
I added the distance and then I did cross multiplication with that distance for the fuel economy I have.
And you got the same answer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. In that case, yes. Yeah. Yep. As long as you do some credit, yeah, that is fine. Even more so 2 marks, right? If you have to do that much work. We got it? Okay. Dildeep insured his vehicle under the following policy. $200 deductible. I hope that means something to you. $5 million third-party liability. And he chose loss of use. Loss of use is when you get a rental when you get into an accident and your car is in the shop for a month. And I'm not kidding you. If it's like high season winter months, you might be waiting a long time to get your car back. So if you have this option, you get a rental for free, essentially. Explain one change Dildeep can make to his policy to reduce. So I'm not going to write it out, but you can basically say get rid of the loss of use. That's the first option. You could say decrease the third-party liability. You don't even have to say 4 million or 3 million. You can just say decrease. Or you can say, what about the deductible? You have to go up. The deductible is always messing people up because like, what, right? But the higher the deductible, the more you're paying out of your pocket if there's a claim. That's why they reduce their premium. And there's a lower likelihood of you making a claim. If somebody nicks your bumper, it might cost $400 to replace it. So you tell the shop, I'll pay for it, no auto-pack claim, just do it. Because if you make a claim, your insurance will go up for the years after, right? So you kind of don't want to make a claim just like that. Okay, got it? Those are things that I'm going to ask you quite often. What is third-party liability? What does it cover? You have it on your study sheet? It covers what? Insurance policy in general, but be more specific. Third-party liability.
Pays for damages and injuries.
Damages and injuries to other people. Yes. So if you damage property, car, or you actually injure someone, that's going to cover it, that right there. Nico got into an accident and tells his friend Daniel about it. Daniel says, oh no, you'll have to pay the deductible in order to fix it. Is this statement true? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Only if Nico was at fault. And if you really want to impress me, at fault means 50% or more fault. Both pay. Yeah. So I'm actually curious about this. You won't lose marks because I'll be nice. I appreciate that you did this, but a lot of you are saying when it comes to the deductible, you always have to pay the deductible, and most of you are saying yes. My question is this what Google is telling you? Google is telling you every time? Okay, so I'm not going to take marks off for that. But if you go to AutoPack, it should say only if you're at fault. That is the thing with deductible. If somebody rear ends you, most of the time it's their fault. They pay the deductible. You're not even going to lose merits. You're not going to lose anything. It's not going to affect you. Okay. Okay. So make sure the at fault is there when deductible is. So the deductible is what you're paying out of your pocket for damages if you make a claim. Okay. What about this one? Partially filled in. How do we get the payment? We add. Gotcha, right? You always want to, because interest and principal, these two make up your payment. So on your study sheet, you should have a table like this, and this would be P plus I, like underpayment. So you add that up, that's $400. Have a dollar sign there. Okay, what about this cell right here? You go minus 350, correct? This minus 350, that's 4,650. Yeah, my brain works. That's good. Right, this principal brings this down. What about this one? What's this going to be? Yeah, it's 400. Once you figure it out, it's 400. This one? Minus. right? You go payment minus principal, that would be 45? Does it make sense to be 45? It should go lower because you owe less the second month, right? And then this one, you go minus 355. Oh, you gotta help me on this one. This is 5, 2, right? Yeah? 42, yeah, okay, good. So I'll give you half a mark. Hold on. Is it 95?
Is that a 45 or 95?
It's a 9. Anyways, yeah, if you don't know how to spell something, just go squiggly, squiggly, squiggly. Nobody will know. So half. So I'll give you half for these two, and then half and half here. And the reason why I'm not giving you another mark for this is because if you mess up here, this will be wrong as well, right? So we'll just go half, 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 and half. So two marks. So the total is 10. Total is 10 at the very top, because I made C here be out of 2. Put your name and last name, and I'll take that, I'll record it and give it back to you before you leave.